Hi again. This little video is just another extension to what you previously watched. I want to go a little bit further into how to calculate the mean and standard deviation in this program. After you've inputted your data and we changed all of our attributes to appropriate titles, we have country, gender, life expectancy, and literacy rate. We now want to go to our measures tab, and we need to title what it is that we actually want to calculate. So we need to find mean and standard deviation for both genders and both life expectancy and literacy rate. So first, the one I'm going to find here is I need to title it. I'm going to do mean male life. And I didn't use any spaces because this program for some reason doesn't like spaces. So I'm just going to abbreviate that life expectancy. Now we want to go over here to the formula. So under formula, sorry, one second, let me just back up. This was already open. So under formula, when you first open, it's going to look like this. You want to start by clicking the plus arrow for functions, and we want to tell it what function we actually want to calculate. So we've got to scroll down a little bit. You're going to make statistic a little bit larger here, and then you want to go under one attribute. And if you take a look and just kind of scroll through, you're going to see things like IQR, mean, median. We have our Q1, Q3, standard deviation, which is this one right here. So we have any stats that we wanted to find about this data, we could find right under here. So we're going to start with, since we said we wanted to find mean, we're going to go back up to mean, and we're going to double click on it. So it'll come up and it should be highlighted in blue. Now we want to tell it what we want to find the mean of. So I said life expectancy over here, so we're going to scroll back up to the top, and life expectancy is one of those attributes that we titled, so we're going to click on attribute, and life expectancy, we're going to double click. Now, if I just find the mean of life expectancy, it's going to find the expectancy of both genders put together. I'm sorry, excuse me, the mean of both genders put together. So I need to separate it by gender. So I want to put in a comma, and we want to separate it by gender. And we need to put an equal sign and tell it what gender. So when you're going to tell it what gender, you need to put it in parentheses. And back in my attributes, when I was putting in my gender from my spreadsheet, if you used an M to represent male, you put an M here. I used male to represent male, so I'm going to actually type in the word male and hit enter. So after you hit enter, you should see a value pop up right in here. Mine gave me 25, but remember from the last video, I was using fictitious data. Your mean male life expectancy should not be 25. So if you don't get that, that's okay. All right, let me do one more. I'm going to do standard deviation. So I'm going to call this stand dev male life. And I'm going to go over here to formula. So this is already going to be open. It's going to kind of look like this. So if you just scroll down to find your standard deviation, which is this one right here, double click on it. And then we want to go back up to the top, and we want to find the standard deviation for life expectancy. Then we want to separate it by gender, so put that comma in, double click on gender, and put an equal sign, and we want to tell it what gender. So again, I use the whole word male, so I'm going to put in parentheses the word male. You may only need to put an M, and hit enter. So when you're finished this, you will have a total of 8 stats in here. You're going to have mean for male life, mean female life, mean male literacy, mean female literacy, and then the same for standard deviations for all 4 of them. So you're going to need a total of 8, excuse me. I just want to quickly go back. I forgot in the last video to explain to you how to copy and paste this into a, sorry, one second. I want to show you how to copy and paste this into a Word document. When you're copying and pasting, if you drag that graph down, I'm just going to do a quick, let's do literacy and gender and box plot. So if I wanted to take this and bring it into a Word document, you need to actually hit edit and copy as picture. Notice how it's outlined in blue, so it knew to copy this as a picture. Then when you go into Word, you should be able to hit Control V and paste it. So again, one more time, once this is highlighted, then you want to hit edit, copy as picture. Okay. If you have any further questions about any of the calculations or how to input anything in Fathom, please let me know. I will be walking around and helping you, but please use this video to your benefit. Have fun.